Hi, this is Nick George with Clouds Diamond Sharpening, just to show you a Laube motor repair. This will have nothing to do with the housing like the last video. This is just a motor. So let's go ahead and plug this in to the cord pack. So it goes low speed, it's pretty slow. Then you put it in high and it doesn't work. Smoking. Okay, so yeah, let's take care of this. So go ahead and take it apart, take the screws out. If you just need to clean the motor, you can do so without taking the brushes out. You could pop this up and then put this down so it doesn't pop off the armature. Just go ahead and edge this off. I'll show you how to clean it without taking the brushes off. So here's the brushes down here, the cap is up. Okay, so you can clean down in there, squirting electronical cleaner. Make sure you get it completely dry, or maybe even let it sit overnight to make sure it's completely dry, because it'll just build more residue around in there if it's wet. So I'm going to show you a complete repair, so sorry about that. I'm just going to pop these off, and then it's like that. Okay, so here's that. Let's go over to the trash can. So this bearing don't want to come off. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and leave it on. It'll hold our washers in place anyway, so that's good. Use my electronical cleaner. Just go ahead and pull the field off. See all that? That's not good. That's why it's alternating in speed most likely. You know, look at the armature. It's pretty nasty in there. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that off. So now it's a little cleaner. It's sorta hard to, well, never mind. I thought it was hard to spin, but it's not. If it's hard to spin, then it's usually this cam hitting this plate. So just take a vise and hit it right there with around the bearing like that. Not on the bearing, on the plate. Or you'll ruin the bearing and other stuff probably. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this, make sure it's nice and clean. Now we go to the field. It's nice and clean now. There we go. Well, almost clean. There you go, now it's nice and clean. Okay. So if this, see how that won't go on there? Let's go back to the work area since we're done with the trash can. Okay, see the notches, how they won't line up? Okay, that's an easy fix. Just go ahead and flip this on over until the notch lines up. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this armature though, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's nice and clean all the way around. Okay, line your notch up. Now we're done with this part. Go to the brushes now. Okay, so you see the brush wires are still connected. Sometimes these come undone, and that's the only problem with the motor. Sometimes, I find. It could also be shorting out if one of those wires is loose. I could see they're soldered well. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this back on. Like so. And then we're going to go ahead and open this brush housing. Okay. So there you go. The brushes are still good. Still nice and long. I'm going to go ahead and pop them off now. There you go. See, now they're up here. Take the little brushes, clean them off. Because if it don't slide easy in this housing, it could cause it to short out because the brushes ain't strong enough. If there's too much corrosion on the brushes. Okay, so now you take them, put them in like that, with that little indent on up above. Okay, now we take the brush wires and just make sure they got some room in there. See? So they're not just across this higher indent. They have little indents in there that the wires can go across. So go ahead and do that, like this one. See right there, if I put it right there, I put it right there, it would not go. So you put it in this little indent right there. Okay? Now if anyone messes up their motor because of this or can't get it back together, just go out and send it to me and I'll fix it for you. If you cannot get it from my videos, then don't call and ask me or anything, because I'm basically telling you everything I know. Alright, so you take the brush springs and take them with your needle nose, go on and put them in the back of the brush. Okay, see, so it's in the back of the brush. It still can move, so it's going to be hard to put back together if that. So just go ahead and slide it on back until this little brush spring goes on the side of it, right, side or back of it. See, that's it. So that brush is ready for action. See it? Spring on the back or the side. Sometimes you can put them in the indents and they'll stay. It just depends on how long the brushes are. So now let's do the other side. Go ahead and grab it. Oop, the brush came off. Hold on. Okay. So now I got it. Put it in the back. And there you go. There's another one. Okay, so let's examine what's going on. Okay, it's on the brushes, so now all you have to do is stick something in there and hit it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this cap back on. Okay, see, the brushes aren't popped in yet. Okay, so now we take this and this, put the bearing in the housing, and go and line up the notch. Make sure you get that bearing in there, so you gotta wait until it pops back in place. If you're having a hard time popping that bearing in, just go ahead and put the screws in and then screw it back together and it'll push that bearing in there. But make sure it's flat or you'll break the bearing. Okay, so it's free and that's good. Okay, so now let's do what we do if we just wanted to clean the motor, not take the brushes off. So we're gonna just pop it up a little bit. Okay, try to keep this down. Or you'll have to start over. Okay, see? So now I can see that brush. This is still down, not up. See, there's a little gap there. just make it easier to pop on. So I take this screwdriver and oh, hear that? That means it popped in place. So now we go to the other side. Lift it up a little bit. See that brush right there? There it is. Popped it in. There we go. About to get crazy around here. Okay, so now you want to test your clipper before you put it back together. It's just easier that way in case it doesn't work. Then you have to take it back apart and you lose a lot of time and money. Okay, so now it's basically together. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my cord back on and hopefully it works. That's better. High speed, low speed. Alright, thank you for this wonderful adventure. That's a Laube motor repair. Well, okay, let's just go ahead and show you another Laube repair motor. Be right back. Alright, this is a motor. I figured out recently that you can have a good motor and not even know it. So let me just go ahead and show you. Well, hook these little contacts here. See how slow it goes? That's not good. Hook it up to a cord pack and it should not go full speed. We'll see. So that's high and low speed. Alright, now let me show you a little trick. Take it apart. We're not going to remove the brushes on this. So this is just, you want to take this lesson as how to fix it. You can just do this without taking it apart. Go ahead and pry it up. Make sure the brushes don't come off or then we're going to have to 10 more minutes worth of work. Okay. So it's fairly clean. Well, it is clean. Okay. So go ahead and take a razor blade and see these little grooves. Now, if you mess up a motor, it's not my fault. So don't try this and mess your motor up and message me that I messed your motor up, because I didn't. Okay, see? So what I'm doing. See the little line, how it's clean? That means there's no residue in between these contacts. That's good. So then you go to the next one. Clean that one. See how it's all filled in? That's causing it to short out. See? So. Blow it out when you're done because that residue will get stuck in the motor somewhere else. Okay. See how it's all filled in? Now watch. Now look at it. See? There's a gap now. Okay, now we take our little connectors here. Just go ahead and see if it works before I put it all back together. Yep, hear that? That was fast. So, alright. fix that. Be right back. Okay, my solder gun's heating up. A little solder on it. A little solder. And then I'll take this over here and I'll solder it. There we go. It's nice and soldered. Okay, now I'll stick them back in the holes like so. Notch. Go ahead and put a screw in it just to make sure it's good. So here we go. Hook up the transformer. There we go. I was running fast. Use the cord pack. Low speed. High. Still says bad armature. Just make sure. Low speed. High speed. See? Bad armature fixed. Now this don't help for all motors. Just mainly the real dirty ones. Make sure you clean in between those posts and then blow back out. Even use electronical cleaner after you clean it. Because you don't want it to fall back into place and then it starts shorting out again and the customer get mad at you. So yeah, there we go, working motor. Congratulations, you just saved yourself $150 if you fixed it. Alright, well have a good day, keep it sharp, keep it running, and all that good stuff.